Hello, Majestic Queen. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of the Majestic Queen audio podcast. We are here tonight to talk about independence and self sufficiency. Every woman should be as independent and as self sufficient as possible. To understand how to get there, we must first know the definition of self sufficiency and independence. So let's move into what self sufficiency is all about, Queen. Self sufficiency is primarily about the ability to meet one's own needs without relying heavily on others. It means taking care of the various aspects of your life on your own. Now, let's look at independence. What does this mean? It means that, first of all, people often confuse self sufficiency with independence. But there is a distinct difference between the two. Autonomy or independence means that you have the freedom from external controls over your life. Once again, it means you have the freedom and autonomy from external controls over your life. Now, that may be a big definition for some, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to help you to understand what it means. It means that nobody is in control of your life. You are in control of your own life with help from God. That means no man, no woman, no children are controlling you. You have control over your daily interactions for the betterment of the good. Now, the good is I'm going to take care of my children. I'm going to make sure that they have the things that they need. I'm going to be in a relationship with a significant partner, but we're going to have mutual respect for one another. No one is in control of anyone else, no matter how close and intimate you are in that relationship. So let's go back to self sufficiency. Let's talk a little bit about it. What are the characteristics of self sufficiency? In other words, what is the criteria to meet self sufficiency? We're talking about financial independence, emotional independence, physical independence, and intellectual independence. Financial independence simply means that you are earning a living and managing your finances to the best of your ability. Now, I understand that there are people with careers, and these careers are long term careers. That means that they find a nice employment situation and find themselves staying there for 20 and 30 years sometimes. I realize that some employment is seasonal. So you work for a period of time and then it may end in any shape, form, or fashion. that you can think of. What are you doing to buffer those times when the money is scarce? The next concept, emotional independence. It means that you can regulate your own emotions and that you can cope with daily life without relying on other people to do things for you that you can do for yourself. Physical independence. It means that everything that we do for ourselves are tasks that are associated with daily living. Are you engaged in the ability to take care of these daily tasks on your own? Or do you need other people to take care of things, once again, that you should be able to take care of yourself? Because other people may have things to do when you need them the most. So, can you stand on your own 2 feet? The next thing that you should consider as far as physical independence, are you able to maintain your body so that you can perform the tasks that need to be done? I know some people have disabilities, and that's okay, but can you do something to be able to take care of you? The next category under self sufficiency is intellectual independence. Are you using your critical thinking skills so that you can form your own opinions based on what you know about yourself and your life that can lead you in the direction that you would like to take your life? For example, this Majestic Queen audio podcast was developed by me. It is filed with the state and it is legitimate. In other words, I own it. Whether I have one participant or many participants to view the presentations, I still own it. I don't have to rely on anybody to do the work that I do for Majestic Queen audio podcast and all of the other aspects of what Majestic Queen will do in the very near future. Are you self sufficient or are you relying on other people to do what you can do for yourself? That is a monumental question. And it is paramount. It is pertinent that you understand that if you're not as independent and self sufficient as you want to be, what is the roadmap to get there? And then you work towards making it happen. Majestic Queen started with an idea, a concept. And I said, well, maybe I don't want to sit in front of a camera. Maybe I'll delve into having an audience. And then I thought to myself, How can you pull this off? Do the things that you want to do too, and still get information out there that can be helpful to people. And I said, oh, I know, an audio podcast. Now, maybe in the future it will become visual. I haven't decided yet, but at least the concept came to mind. I asked myself, how am I going to get there? What do I need to work out in order to make it happen? And now I sit in front of you. You can hear the sound of my voice. And guess what? It may work for you, but it most certainly worked for me. Now, let's look at independence a little deeper. What would make us independent, majestic queen? Not only are you a queen, but I'm a queen too. So we're thinking together. We're building on each other's information. And so in the future, if I decide to go live stream, then we can bounce ideas off of each other. That's going to make us to grow. At least help us along the way. See, we need a support system for many reasons. But first of all, we need to know what's going to make us independent. What's going to give us that strength to stand even stronger than we were standing before. Three things. Personal autonomy. It means freedom. It means believing in yourself and your own values. You know, when I am creating these presentations, I'm thinking, well, maybe I should do what other people are doing. I should be more like the status quo. Well, I'm not like the status quo, baby. I am myself. And a lot of times I move in ways that other people don't think about moving. As long as it's legal and it's okay, then I'm okay. Let me say something to you, majestic queen. We have to dance to the beat of our own drum. That's what personal autonomy means. Being able to dance to the beat of your own drum. Not being controlled by the next person who tell us what we need to be doing. See, queen, we have our own way of thinking, our own beliefs about the world. And those values that was instilled by family that we think about. And so we move according to those things. So when someone is out here telling you what to do all the time, we can all use suggestions, but they make a habit of trying to live your life for you or wanting you to live your life through their eyes. Let me tell you something, queen. You are giving up your freedom. Now, political independence. That means being free, especially from government, to do at least some of the things that we want in life. You know, for example, they may say to you, retirement age is at 65. Suppose you don't want to retire. Suppose you want to dance to the beat of your own drum and you have the means to be able to do this. That means you have a lifelong position at a university. It also means that you have some degree of financial independence. What am I saying? You have money saved up. So, Majestic Queen, there should be things that you should be able to do without being under the control of someone else, especially the government. That's political independence. Now, let's move into the biggie. I say it's the biggie thing because it means that you need to have economic independence. Hey, I know that there are sugar babies in this world. Trust me. But I'm going to tell you something, Majestic Queen. When that sugar daddy want to pull back his money for whatever the reason may be, can you stand on your own 2 feet? Or do you have to rely on other people to give you money to survive? Hey, I don't know about it. Because I wasn't raised to be that way. My mother told me not to accept anything from a man unless I am married to him or in a cohabitation relationship. We live together, we're sharing in finances. Other than that, this new wave of thinking about, oh, I'm going to get this dollar out of this man, I'm going to get this dollar out of the next man. Hey, it will eventually lead you to some form of trouble in your life. I can't tell you what because I'm not living your life. But trust me, based on my wisdom of what I see going on around me, the sugar baby lifestyle is not going to last you long. And you're wasting time. You're wasting time. You can be in some type of course like digital marketing or something of that nature, some bookkeeping class to give you skills so that if that money that you're getting from your significant other dwindles down, you can go out and make your own. That's what I'm talking about. Not being dependent on others for financial support. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, you're tired. Yes, you want to stay home and lounge. Yes, you like the idea of your man taking care of you. But it's a beautiful thing, Majestic Queen, when you can stand on your own 2 feet. So, we need to be with that ability. And if you're not there yet, the smart woman will work on it. Not that she doesn't need a significant other, but what happens if the significant other lose the job? What happens if the significant other dies, God forbid? What happens if the significant other becomes disabled? The money is going to dwindle down, and you're going to need to stand up. Choose a skill that's going to be long term. Become a beautician, a nail technician, anything you want, but do something, Majestic Queen. With that being said, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time to listen to this presentation. I come to you in love and light. Everything I bring to you is from the heart because I want to build the next generation of women to be not only strong, self sufficient, independent, but also what? Majestic. Be majestic, Queen. And I'll speak to you again in the very near future.